awesome people, and welcome to a new sort of video where I share my ideas with you guys of what I would like to be added to the game or changed or whatever. I'm not sure if this is gonna be a series because it's sort of like Rose speculates. Sometimes I have a lot of ideas and sometimes it's just zilch, nothing happening in my brain. But now I do have a few ideas that I do want to share, and in this video I'm gonna share one that I discovered recently that I thought would be very cool. It's an old thing that I do believe needs to be updated, and so yeah, let's not dwell on this. Let's just go and check it out. So basically, what I would like to change is the Horse Stylist feature. It has been the same basically ever since it arrived to the games years ago. You go to the hairstylist, you click on them, and you have to pay a small fee to change the horse's mane to either braided, shorter, longer, and so on and so on. Or actually, the most wished for feature about this is actually to be able to change mane and tail separately. I would agree would be actually quite lovely, still want that, but what my idea is actually something different. As I mentioned, this has been the same way since forever, and well, old stuff needs to be updated. This is how it has looked for a very long time, that you have all these 8 slots that is not never ever been filled, or maybe it has, I can't remember. Anyway, and we can just click here, 19 star coins to change our horse's hair, or mane and tail. And we can do this and this and this, of course. It has been the same as always. So, and I don't say it's bad, it's just, I think it needs a bit of an update. To be honest, we are supposed to be a girl that is quite good at horse riding and taking care of horses and so on and so on. Isn't it a bit weird that we cannot actually take care of, or we cannot groom our horses and braid our horses' mane all by ourselves? I think it's weird. So, my idea is that not to remove this feature entirely, but to add a feature where you get to buy a skill where you don't need to go here anymore, that you can do this on your own in your stable. So my idea is that if you buy the skill, it would mean that in here we could actually take care of that on our own. Like it would be like it is here in the sink, it would be glittering blue. So maybe like a little box would appear here with all the grooming stuff gear as a detail, and you just click on it, and then you would get that window that you got, the same window you get at the hairstyle would pop up here, and you would yourself change your horse's mane and tail style without having to spend any more star coins. Wouldn't that be kind of awesome? Something tells me this is gonna be sort of a luxurious feature, so in a way I can understand that this is something that we will have to buy with star coins in the end, just like the leading feature. But it would be fun how we sort of got to be able to pay this. Either maybe we get the skill through a quest where Maya sort of teaches us how we groom horses ourselves, and what we have to buy is the tools to be added to our own stable, so we can do it in the washing stall like I showed you. Or or Star Stable would just give us the feature with no quest, and we just buy the skill and tools at the same time. But I think the quest would be a lot more fun. So why do I actually need this? Well, for instance, I am quite tired of having to run back out of my stable to change my horse's mane. Either if it is just bought a horse and I did not like the mane that it came with, and I would rather have something else on it, or it is because when I am in a club and there's like a competition or something, and I want my my horse that I'm going to compete with to have braids, I would like to do it on my own, like real equestrian girls do mostly, in my own stable, and not to run out over the bridge to the hairstylist. Also, it is a bit annoying because I do like to have a stable that is close to a hairstylist just for this reason. So there are some stables that I just choose not to live at because then it's far away from another horse stylist. So it just feels a bit inconvenient. I sort of get the idea how it is now, and I wouldn't say that they remove this at all. I would rather see it as it's still being here, because as I said, this is probably a skill that we would have to buy, and it's probably going to be a lot more expensive than it is now, just 19 star coins to change a hairstyle. So for me, this is like sort of an option for the people that either that feel like they do this a lot, so for them 19 star coins all the time is a bit expensive, and for them to buy just this maybe 300 star coins once and then get to do it all by themselves for like the rest of their gaming life. I would rather pay 300 star coins each to get these skills and the tools to do it on my own than having to go back and forth and back and forth. I can imagine for, as I said, for the people that likes to change their horse's mane styles a lot for competitions or whatever, because sometimes they feel like, oh, I want it braided today, and oh, I want it to be longer. Something tells me that there are a lot of players out there that feel restricted to have their creativity and to have a change in their game because of 19 star coins, which is actually quite ridiculous. And some just don't need this because they never pay 19 star coins for to change anything. They like the horses just as they are, and then 300 star coins, of course, is very expensive. Then don't buy it, of course, because you obviously don't need the feature. But for the people that do this a lot, it would probably help them immensely. So that was the idea I wanted to share with you, and I would love to hear your thoughts. What would you like this feature? Would you like to buy it? Would you like to have a quest for it, or would you like just the feature to be added? And also, I would be very interested to hear how much would you pay for have this sort of feature and to be able to change your horse mane and tail styles as much as you want. How much are you willing to pay? Remember, it takes 19 star coins to just change it once. So it has to be more than, I would say it has to be more than 100 at least. I would actually go for 500. I wouldn't mind, because then it is a once in a lifetime payment in the game. So if once you paid it 500, you don't have to change anything. Maybe 500 is a bit much. I would say somewhere around 300 to a maximum of 500. I would say it's okay. But as I said, I would love to hear what you think. How much would you pay for this feature in the game? And do you have any more ideas of how this could be even developed, or how it could be? Or do you have an idea how the quest could be? And so on. Just leave all your thoughts down there in the comments below, and I will read them with excitement. So yeah, this was the first sort of Rose shares ideas. I hope you liked it. Leave thumbs up, and I'll see if I'll make another one very shortly. In the meantime, people, stay awesome as always, and I will see you next time. Bye bye!